As a part of second assignment for the Skype Labs online courses on tall buildings, we are going to design a tall building which is of 23 story. It is subjected to dead load and live load, and now we are going to design that building for the seismic loading. So this is the model of a building which we have already done for the wind load analysis. So we will be using that particular model for the seismic analysis. For that, first we have to define the seismic load. So go to define load patterns, and in the load we have to give the load name as seismic load. For the type we have to select that as a seismic load. Then in the auto lateral load case we have to select the IS 1893/2002, and once you select that load you have to modify that lateral load and you select only the x and y directions without any eccentricities. Select the code zone factor as 0.1, then site type as 2, importance factor as 1, and response reduction factor as 3. So once you do that, click OK, and then you start designing this particular building for the static analysis of seismic loading. So we'll go to analyze and we'll try to run the analysis. So once you analyze the building, you can see the deformed shape of a building with different displacement values at each and every node. So each node gives you the values of 3 rotations and 3 translations at each point. So once you get the deformed shape, now we'll try to check for the shear force and bending diagrams. So we'll go to shear force and bending diagram icon. We'll select the load case. We'll select the moment 3 and we'll click apply and OK. Once I click on that, you can see that there will be bending diagram for all the members of the building. So once I click on a particular member, if I right click on that, I will get the equivalent load value, shear value, moment value, and the deflection value. So I can change the load case also. For the seismic, you can see the shear, bending, and the deformation values. So once I know the shear force and bending moment values for the different members, now we'll try to design the building. So we'll go to design, we'll check the code which is of IS 456/2000, and then we'll try to design. So we'll go to design, concrete frame design, and we'll start designing the structure. Once the design is complete, you can see all the members have been given with the longitudinal reinforcement at their respective points. So now we'll select one member, and once I right click on that, you will get all the details of the particular member over here. So with the top steel, bottom steel, and the shear reinforcement. Once the design is complete, we'll go for the design. Before that, we'll check whether all the members have passed the design criteria. So we'll go to design, concrete frame design, and we'll check whether all the members have been passed the design criteria. So click on verify all members passed. Once I click on that, you will get a notification that all concrete frames pass the design check. So once you've done that, you go for the detailing. So go to detailing and start detailing. So once you complete the detailing, you can see that in the model explorer part, you will get the detailing information. So you can go to any of the icons and you can select the detailing for the respective element. So if I go to drawing sheets and if I go for the framing sections, so if I click on this, you can see that there will be a framing section for this particular floor level. So you can see the beam numbers and the span dimensions. So if I go to the columns and if I click on say C1, the cage value for the or the cage diagram for the column is given in this particular case. So likewise you can check for all the reinforcement detailing in the detailing part. You can get the report as summary report and the detailed report. So once you click on the summary report, the report of that particular building is summarized and it will be given in the word format, so you can save it and you can use it for your further purpose. So you can see that the summary report has been given in this particular part. So this completes the design of a 23 story building for the static analysis and static design of seismic load. So the next part is we have to design this particular building for the response spectrum analysis. So for that, first we'll unlock the building. Once I unlock the building, I will go to the define section I'll go to define, I'll go to functions, I'll go to response spectrum, and then I'll select the respective code, that is IS 1892, and then I'll click on add new function. So once I click on the add new function, I'll give the name to this particular function as response spectrum. Then I'll select the zone factor as we have done in the earlier case at 0.1, soil type as 2, and this is the damping ratio of 0.05, and I'll keep all the other parameters as it is. After that, I'll click OK and click OK. So again, I have to define the load case. So I'll go to define, I'll go to load cases. So we'll add the load case here. I click on add new case and we'll give the name to this as response spectrum. Then I'll select the load case type as response spectrum. I'll add the load case in the x direction as well as in the y direction. So acceleration u1 will be x direction, acceleration u2 will be in the y direction. I'll change the response spectrum function as response spectrum, and this as response spectrum I'll change the scale factor to 1633.5 and 1633.5. Click OK, and that will be the application of response spectrum. You don't have to select any of the member properties, since the response spectrum is applied to the whole building directly. Once you apply the response spectrum, go to analyze and then run analysis. So once the analysis is complete, you can see again all the deformation values for different nodes of the building. We'll go to shear force bending diagram. So again, I click on this icon. I will select the load case and the load combination. So I'll select the load case as a response spectrum. I'll select the moment 33 and I'll click apply. Click OK. So we'll get the bending diagrams for each and every member. You can click on this particular building member and I'll right click on this and I will get the shear force diagram, bending diagram and the deformation diagram for the particular member for the response spectrum. Similarly, I can select it for dead load, live load. So once I do that, the analysis is done. Now I'll go for the shear response plots. So I'll go to display response plots, story response plots. So once I do that, you can get here as a maximum story shear displacement or maximum story displacement will be given for the x and y coordinates. Similarly, I can get the base shear values. So I'll go to story shears and you can see that the value of shear in x direction and y direction is given in this particular case. So once the analysis is complete, you can go for the design. So I'll go to design, concrete frame design and start design. So once the design is complete, you can see all the reinforcement details have been given in the respective frames. So we can check for the design of all the members. So we'll go to design, go to concrete frame design and we'll check whether all members have been or not. So in this case, it has been given that all members have been passed. So again, if you can click on this particular any of the members, and if you right click on that, you will get the details of the steel reinforcement provided for that particular member, and you will get the top steel, bottom steel and shear steel for a particular member with different load combinations. So once the design is complete, now we'll go for the detailing. So I'll go to detailing and again I'll start the detailing part. Since we have detailed the building for the seismic analysis, it will ask you to whether you want to repeat the detailing or not. So we'll repeat it and we'll click yes. So again, once the detailing is complete, you can go for the reinforcement detailing with the detailing icon. So I'll go to reinforcement cage view. So I will go to beam. I'll select any of the beam, and then I will get the reinforcement provided for that particular beam. So you can see the reinforcement provided in that particular beam. Similarly, I can check the framing display. So I'll go to concrete column schedule. So I'll click on this. You can see all the column details from story 1 to story 23 with respect to each and every story. Again, I'll go to reports. So again, in this particular kit, you can get the project report as well as the summary report for the particular structure. So you can see the report here. Each and every part, that is the input and output part of the project, is been given in this particular report. So this way it completes the design of a building with the response spectrum. So now we'll design the same building with the time history analysis. So again I'll unlock this particular building, and then I will go to define, I will go to functions, I'll select the time history, then I will add the function that has been provided with this particular course. So I'll go to add new function, I'll select the function from the file, I'll go to add new function, then I will give name to this as time history, and then I will browse for that particular file. So I'll select the time history, I'll click open, then I will click the fixed format for this. Then I'll select the fixed format for this, and then I'll change the headers lines to skip to 9, since the time history data starts from the line number 9 and the number of points per line in that particular file is equal to 1. So I'll select the number of points per line as 1, and then I'll click OK. Once I select the time history data, I'll click OK. Then I'll go to define, I'll go to load cases. Since we are analyzing the building for the time history analysis, I have to delete the response spectrum. So I'll select the response spectrum and I'll delete that case. And then I'll go to add new case, and here I'll select the time history. Then in the load case type, I'll give the time history. Then I'll select the add new function, and we are going to apply the time history only for the one direction as acceleration. So I'll select acceleration u1. Here I'll select the time history, and I'll give the name to as the scale factor as 1633.5, and I'll click OK. Click OK, and then I'll go to define. I'll go to load pattern. I'll go to seismic. I'll modify it. Since we are going to apply that in only one direction, so I'll select only X direction for the analysis, and I'll click OK. I'll click OK. So now the time history analysis or time history has been applied to the building. Now we'll analyze the building. So I'll go to analysis. I'll go to set load cases to run, and we're not going to apply the dead load and live load for the analysis. So I'll click on that. Do not run and do not run, and I'll apply only the seismic analysis. So I'll click run now. Once the time history analysis is complete, you can see again the deformation values for each and every node, and then you can check the deformation values at the respective node required for your analysis. Once the analysis is done, you have to go for the design. So we'll go to design, we'll go to concrete frame design, and then we'll start designing the structure. So I'll click on start design structure. Once the design is complete, you can go for checking whether all members have been passed. So we will go to design, concrete frame design, and we'll check all members have been passed, and the information is giving that all concrete frames have been passed. So we'll click OK, and then we'll start detailing. So we'll go to detailing and we'll start detailing. Now we have already detailed for the response vector analysis, but we have to revise it for the time history. So I'll click yes, and it will start detailing. Once the detailing is complete, you can go for the reinforcement details of this particular structure. So you can see the beam detailing for the structure has been given. You can go and study in detail of this. Again, you can go to the beam schedules or beam details. So you can see that the beam details have been given. Similarly, you can go to floor levels and you can check the sections for the slabs. You can check for the framings. So these way, like this, you can check the details of each and every reinforcement given in the structure. Now again, you can go to reports and you can check the reports for this particular structure. So story data for each and every structural part is been given in this particular part. So this completes the design of a 23-story tall building for the static analysis, for the earthquake, and response vector analysis and time history analysis. Thank you.